Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, August 24th, and I'm back breaking down a few more plays on the Saturday slate of games in the MLB. We're going to be looking at the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Boston Red Sox as the first play of the day. Then the best play of the day is going to be a match between the San Francisco Giants and the Seattle Mariners. Four total player props today, with the two best player props being towards the end of the video. Hope everybody enjoys their Saturday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, same thing as Friday for the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. These videos are going to be a little bit different because I'm in Colorado for the next 3 videos on the free play side. This is going to be the Saturday video for you guys, and they are going to be a little bit shorter. I'm going to try to aim for 5 or 6 minutes on both of these videos, just throwing some stuff up at you guys, see if anything sticks, see if you like it, see if you're confident in it. This is not what the videos are normally like. If you are a new viewer, you just caught us on a bad weekend. This is now back-to-back weekends that I've had to pre-record, and I've only maybe had to pre-record one time over the last 2 years. So just a bad timing thing, especially with college football right around the corner. I will have a college football video out on Saturday, which is today. So make sure you guys go watch that. But for the weekend, it's going to suck again just a little bit. I apologize. Not your typical breakdown here, but I am going to try to give you guys some plays. Let's take a look at the plays for Saturday. For the first play today, it's going to be the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Boston Red Sox. We have a pretty good pitching matchup on the mound for this game in favor of the Diamondbacks. I'm going to take them on the money line as the play. Looking at the matchup, we have Zach Gallen going for the D-backs with Cutter Crawford going for the Boston Red Sox. I'm going to start with the numbers for Cutter Crawford because this was a guy early in the season. He was being talked about as a Cy Young candidate, especially by me. Now he has a 4.25 ERA. He's given up 3+ runs in 6 consecutive games. He has had to go up against some really tough opponents over the last 6 games, but this is not going to be any easier. Going up against the Diamondbacks this season are the best hitting team in baseball. They are scoring 5.22 runs per game, and with the way Cutter Crawford has been pitching over the last several games, this should be a cakewalk for them. Crawford, he has given up 3+ runs in 6 consecutive games. I just said that, but really he's given up 5+ runs in 4 of those games, not having any confidence on the mound. The Diamondbacks should be able to get to him pretty easily. So that's why I'm going to go with him on the money line. I also like the Diamondbacks on the money line because they're going to be having their ace on the mound in Zach Gallen, who has been up and down over the last 10 games. He is still coming in with a 3.85 ERA, a 1.32 whip, having good games, then a bad game, then good game, then a bad game. That's the trend right now. He is currently coming off of a bad game going up against the Tampa Bay Rays. So I'm thinking that this will probably be a good start going up against the Red Sox. He has had 3 consecutive bounce-back starts after giving up 3+ runs. So hopefully the trends continue with that one. But even if they doesn't have a really good game, the Diamondbacks are hitting the ball so well this season. Cutter Crawford's been bad over the last 6. I'll still trust him in this game on the money line as the play. For the player prop on the screen, I'm taking Rafael Devers over 1.5 base against the Diamondbacks. I did say the Diamondbacks are the best hitting team in baseball, but I do think the best hitter in this game is playing for the Red Sox and Devers. Looking at the numbers for him this season, he has been locked into the plate. He has a 294 batting average. He is slumping just a little bit over the last couple games, but I expect him to give Zach Gallen hell in this one. This is going to be a very favorable matchup, left on right in favor of Devers. He is hitting .320 this season going up against right-handed pitching, 23 doubles, 23 home runs, slug percentage of .673. We should see another extra base hit in this game out of him, over 1.5 bases as the play there. For the best play of the day, all I had to do is look at the pitching matchup in this one once again. We're looking at the Giants going up against the Mariners. Nobody, and I mean nobody in baseball, over the last month and a half has been a better starting pitcher than Blake Snell. He's going to be back on the mound for the Giants, and what he has been doing over the last 6 or 7 games has been so impressive. He had an ERA of 15 at the beginning of the year through the first 3 games. He went on the injured list. He came back. I thought he was going to be done for the season, but he came back off of that injured list, and he has been locked in as the best pitcher in baseball since then. And I've said this before. I think the most impressive thing for Blake Snell over the last several games has been the strikeouts. He's had double-digit strikeouts in 4 of the last 5 games, and in one game that he didn't have double-digit strikeouts, he had 8 strikeouts. He has now gone 7 consecutive games, giving the Giants 6+ innings of work, and he has allowed 1 run or less in 5 of those 6 games. Everybody he faces since the start of July has had no chance against him, and I like that to continue going up against one of the worst hitting teams in baseball in the Mariners. The Mariners, they are going to be throwing out George Kirby. He is a very solid arm, but with the way Blake has been pitching over the last several weeks, I don't think the Giants need a whole lot to win this game. 2 runs, maybe 3 runs will be enough. I'll take the Giants here on the money line as the play. For the player prop on the screen, we can't take a Mariners player because Blake Snell's on the mound. He's wheeling and dealing, but I am going to take Tyler Fitzgerald to go over 1.5 base against the Mariners. George Kirby has been very good this season for the Mariners, but over the last couple games, he has really been struggling, giving up 7+ hits in 3 of the last 4 games. We don't typically see him give up a ton of hits, but we have over the last couple games against the Tigers twice and the Red Sox. This is going to be a right-on-right battle, and Tyler Fitzgerald this season has been hitting well on both sides of the plate, having a .283 batting average, going up against right-handed pitching with 16 extra base hits. That's only after 113 at bats as well. This is a guy who finally got his chance at the major league level, and he has not disappointed so far. I'm going to take him in this game over 1.5 bases as the play there. For the best player props of the day, we're going to be looking at the batting prop first. I'm going to be taking Austin Riley of the Atlanta Braves to go over 1.5 bases against my Washington Nationals. If you've not been watching the Nationals over the last several months like I have, you wouldn't really notice anything about Jake Irvin. I notice whenever our best pitcher in the rotation starts to suck out of nowhere, and that's exactly what's been happening ever since the start of July. This was a guy who had a 2.80 ERA. Now it's sitting at 3.81, and he has given up 2+ runs in 8 consecutive games. Now, usually that wouldn't be a problem for me being a Nats fan because we normally give up 5+ runs with our starting pitching. But I'm not used to seeing Jake Irvin get absolutely dominated on the mound because he's given up 6+ hits in 6 of the last 8 games that he's been in. That usually doesn't happen. At least it didn't happen early in the season for him. Austin is coming into this game, and he's going to be getting the curveball and the sinker a lot. I'm hoping that he gets the sinker in this game more. He's hitting that at a clip of 400 this season. He does do much better against right-handed pitching, having a 263 batting average, 35 extra base hits. And if you are going to take Austin Riley, you better make sure you take him going up against a right-hander. I'll take Austin Riley in this game over 1.5 bases as Jake continues to struggle as the play there. For the pitching prop, we're going to be looking at one of the better arms in baseball coming up against the worst team in baseball in the Chicago White Sox. It's going to be Tarik Skubal of the Detroit Tigers, the one that did not get away. And it's for the best because I really think in a couple years we're going to be talking about him as a potential Cy Young winner. Probably not going to be this season. It was looking like it was a possibility, but he has struggled over the last couple months. He is coming off back-to-back really good games going up against the Yankees and the Mariners. He only gave up 2 runs, 6 total hits, going 6+ innings in both of those games. It is very possible that he still wins the Cy Young, coming in with a 2.49 ERA, 0.93 whip, but he did have a rough stretch of games in the late stages of July into August. This is a chance for him to get himself right back in the conversation because if he goes 3 consecutive games, giving up under 1 run, going 6+ innings, I think he's right back in the contest. This White Sox team, they are one of the worst teams in baseball. Actually, they are the worst team in baseball. Let's call a spade a spade. They can't hit the ball to save their life. They have a lot of guys in this lineup right now that shouldn't be playing at the major league level, but they are because they have to do what they have to do. I mean, give them some credit for being a little bit competitive in these games, playing with AAA players. In this game, they're not going to be competitive. Tarik Skubal is one of the best arms in baseball. Give me his under 1.5 bases as the play here. Let's go over to the graphic play. We're going to be taking the D-backs on the money line against Boston. Rafael Devers, over 1.5 base against the D-backs. Tyler Fitzgerald, over 1.5 base against the Mariners. Giants on the money line. Blake Snell, wheel and deal. Tarik Skubal, under 1.5 runs against the White Sox. And then Austin Riley, over 1.5 bases against my Nationals. Guys, it's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Saturday, August 24th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.